Hey, Libra. I hope you guys are doing well. I haven't been filming much on this channel as of late. As a lot of you know, I have a neck surgery that I have to have, and it got postponed, and I haven't been doing readings, but I'm feeling okay right now to do a reading, and so I'm trying to get some readings done for you guys. um, this is May. We are in May 2021, but I'm not going to put this as like the week of da da da. Like, it's readings to me are more so on the spectrum of timeless energy. And so I'd like to keep it that way. So if you see it next year, if you see it in 3 months, if it resonates, so be it. Okay. I had started doing a reading and then got interrupted. So I'm just going to start over. I'm doing a general, then I'm doing a relationship, couples relationship, and then singles. Okay. So the first card we have coming out here is Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. It's clarified by the Three of Wands. Pardon me. We have gratitude. Moving on. We have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Clarified by the Temperance card. Then you have stillness in reverse. Clarified by the Ten of Swords. Illumination. Clarified by the Four of Cups. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. It's clarified by the Nine of Cups. Soulmate energy. Yes, this is your soulmate. You have the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. So a lot of cup energy in this reading alone, just for your general energy. So let's continue on here a little bit. So with Judgment, it's kind of interesting just because I feel like some of you with the Three of Wands here, it's like some of you have made a decision that you feel solid with or that you're happy to have made. But I almost feel like you may be catching flack for it, or like somebody is judging you for the decisions that you've made. And it's not like harsh or anything, but it's just an added sense of frustration because it's like your decisions are your own. You don't need backlash when it comes to making your own personal decisions, and especially if it's going to benefit you in your life. Generally, this Three of Wands is going to talk about when we receive what we want. We put our efforts out, and this is us receiving things. It's having patience in the game and, allowing things to come back in towards us. But it's generally good. It's what we want. But I feel here in a way, yes, you've used good judgment on your own behalf, but in a lot of ways, I also feel like some people may not agree with what you've done, or they may not agree with why you've done something, or why would you choose to do it that way, or why would you even want to be connected to that? Like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Those people don't necessarily have a say in this type of stuff, whatever this is for you. I can't specify exactly what that is, but I'm picking up on some stuff that seems to be more so present when it comes to you really sticking to your guns and feeling okay about what your decision is in the end, no matter what people say or think. Okay, it gets you what you want in the end. So however you go about it is your own way. Then we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. You have the Temperance card here as well. So this is telling me that there's a fair amount of balance that is happening in your life. You are Libras. You are about balance. That is the hallmark of your sign. Equality, balance, give and take. But, with this energy, it can also talk about a lot of internal, emotional, sometimes even spiritual balance, things balancing out in yourself, becoming easier to understand. And I feel that that's an important thing to say here, just because moving on, we have the Stillness card in reverse with the Ten of Swords, which kind of reflects to be more like mental frustration, mental disharmony, I don't want to say dis-ease. I don't want to say mental disease because I don't know what anybody's dealing with. Perhaps there's some depression. Perhaps there's, who knows? I'm not going to speculate on that. But stillness in reverse with this energy of the mind, it almost feels like our mind is like running a million miles a minute. We don't know how to trust. We don't know how to calm down. We're constantly in this kind of frustration mode in our heads. And I don't know if that is due to another person, perhaps how they've communicated with you, how you're having interactions with people, perhaps situations where your relationships might be out of balance or people are challenging the way that you're thinking about things, your thought process, your decision making. Either way, that energy, it's coming to an end here with the Ten of Swords. This talks about finalities, okay? The tens do. So, and generally it can talk a lot about harshness being involved there as well. So I almost feel like this is this space. I didn't give these guys actually, I didn't give these rows any specific meaning, and I probably should have, but I didn't, just because I often don't work that way. But I almost feel like this is like communication here, like your communication with other people. It just feels that way. It's like it's something's been off, or like you've been challenged for being yourself. It's kind of this energy that I'm picking up too, where like people judge you for what you want or like how you go about things. Here it's almost as if communication has been very harsh. There's been fighting. There's been an unrest in how you are experiencing a person or some sort of situation with a person. I'll clarify it again just to see. Then we have illumination in the Four of Cups. I almost feel that this is like almost job opportunities as well for you guys. I feel here that it helps you take out of this energy. It helps you get out of this energy a bit, and it opens you up to new things. I feel some of you may kind of be like in this haze or frustration where you're not really wanting to, it's not that you're not wanting to deal with things. It's more like you're kind of keeping to yourself, it feels. But it's as if like something is offered to you out of the blue here with this Four of Cups. I feel that there's an element where you could ignore it, but I don't feel that you do ignore it. I feel that it's something that really gives you a boost of confidence. That's the first thing that I'm feeling, is a boost of confidence. It could be job related, and it could be relationship related, or at least connecting with a person, because here this is all talking about connections with people and it's quite nice, but it's almost as if like this kind of gets you out of that, and I like that. I think it's important. Also, if you're having a very hard time with communications right now, or even just the act of communicating with people, say in real life or online, try not to overlook an opportunity that comes your way, okay? Here we have speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And it is clarified by the Nine of Cups. So I like this. You know, the Nine of Cups can talk a lot about positivity, you enjoying yourself, you enjoying your friends, your family. It can talk about new opportunities as far as jobs are concerned, new opportunities coming into your life when it is regarding people in friendship capacity or romantic capacity coming into our lives. It's an overall sense of well-being. It's a really, really good energy to have here. And you may be communicating with your loved ones in a more open fashion, you know, than what this was. You know, it's like, or at least you can find people that you have a better rapport with versus like whatever this is. This is not comfortable. And with moving on, you have soulmate energy here, an obvious like relationship energy. Yes, this is your soulmate. Then you have the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. So there may be some confusion in regard to this. I don't know if you've kind of like got a lot on your plate, but I feel like something here, Libra, kind of either takes you by surprise or it lifts you up in a surprising way. It's something that's different. It's something that is a little bit more unique than what you've kind of been experiencing. And for some of you, it may not even be like relationship stuff. It may be endeavors that you are venturing into that pique your creative interests, that rely on you or require you to step up in some way that actually, it almost utilizes you, where maybe you weren't being utilized before. It's something that gives you a leg up, a step up. It's something that feels better for you guys. With the Knight of Cups, it's all about emotional communication, readiness, expressiveness, openness when it comes to people. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy being presented here. Yeah, it's openness, it's willingness to express and it's really nice. And then you have the Ten of Cups here as well. So this is all about satisfaction. You go from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. So there's a considerable movement here. And with that too, let's think about the card that comes before the Nine. It's the Eight of Cups. What does that refer to? It refers to us having to leave a situation that we realized was not either healthy for us, happy for us, we weren't satisfied in it, or perhaps it wasn't something that was giving good dividends, or it wasn't, you know, being oh God, my words are all jumbled right now. It wasn't helpful, you know, and perhaps this connection is. It feels like something is happening in a very positive way here, you know. I do want to say also to the Eight of Cups energy, I know it's not presented here, but it's being presented to me right now with this, like with the Eight of Cups energy, you know, it's not all just about love, like, or walking away from a relationship. Like sometimes that can talk about walking away from something so you can get in alignment, better alignment with what you want. Or sometimes it can talk about readdressing something from our past, you know, perhaps an opportunity that we didn't see for its totality or in its fullness in the past that now we can see, and so we can go back. The Eight of Cups is kind of like that energy. It gives us the opportunity to really seek out what is most important to us and work on it, experience it, you know? So let me go ahead and check out this Ten of Swords, because that's kind of bugging me. Show me the Ten of Swords here for Libra. So for the Ten of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands and the Moon. Okay, so this is all very protective energy. This may be communication with people who you really are not seeing eye to eye with. There may be secrets involved. There may be, okay, so that's kind of an interesting word. So I heard conditioning. Okay, so conditioning or conditional situations, like sometimes a person is, the way that they treat you is conditional. So it's like, if you're good to me this day, then I'll be good to you. Or maybe you're good all the time, but maybe it's reactionary because of their issues or their own communication styles or lack thereof. You know, perhaps they have a very toxic communication style. Either way, it's been kind of bugging you in your mind, but I want to see one more. Show me stillness in reverse with the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. You have denial. It is time to face the truth. For some of you, what I'm feeling here, wounds at the bottom of the deck. Okay, ooh, and there they go. For some of you, I'm feeling that it's almost, I'm feeling kind of like a difficulty being able to separate from this energy. It's like some people are in our lives and we love them, but they mistreat us, you know, and in the name of love or in the name of trying to help a person or remain in contact or connection or remain in a relationship with them, we put up with a lot. We make a lot of allowances, and it's not necessarily what we might be needing to do here, Libra. Denial is talking about facing the truth. It's talking about realizing that if somebody is treating you poorly, or if you're treating somebody poorly, it's important to stop, and it's also important to assess why, and then it's also important to rectify your needs, rectify the situation if you must, or just separate from it, you know. And I feel like we have this mental unrest about that. The rest of it seems really good, you know, and that is not bad. It's just, it may need some work, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the couples read. That was it for the general. I hope that was helpful. I hope it resonated. Let's go ahead and get into the couples, and we shall see what is up. Show me energy for Libran couples. Okay, you got stuff flying already. So you have the Six of Pentacles here coming out. And four more. Hang on, it's on the floor. Six of Swords. And more for Libra. Three of Cups. You know, the World come out in reverse. One more for Libra, please. Judgment. Bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups. So it feels, you guys, it doesn't feel terrible, not at all. It feels like you guys are in a situation where there's coming together, there's an equality, there's a seeking out of enjoyment, fun things to do. I feel like for some of you, there's also an aspect here where we are being able to communicate with each other in a better way, you know, perhaps a different way. Perhaps we're dealing with our partner where we realize like, oh, I wasn't good at communicating that, or oh, I need to not be so reactionary. I need to mind the way that I roll my eyes. You know, I need to be conscious of how my reactionary behaviors can affect a person. That's immediately what I'm feeling. Okay, I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I'm not just going to read the cards and say, yeah, that's that. There's an equality here that's being given to your partner. And in turn, I feel that it's something that gives you a new sense of happiness in the relationship. And reverse roles if you need to, okay? But either way, there's a better sense of equality here. People are actively working on things in the relationship together, especially when it comes to communications and also finances. So I don't know if there's been issues with communication in the past about finances. Perhaps they have been an issue to a degree, but it feels here that we're rectifying that energy. This also may be a time to celebrate. I know, so this is popping in really quickly. A lot of people are getting vaccinated, and I feel a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people online too, like being now so able to connect with their families more, or, you know, having little vaccine parties, like everybody's still outside, pretty much socially distanced, but they're still having a party. You know, I feel like there's this element of getting together with people, and if it's not in person, then it's online. It's communicating, it's having fun. There's a joyous aspect here where we are dealing with people in a healthy way, in a happy way. And for some of you, there may also be situations here with the World in reverse where things, perhaps either you were overlooking them or you pushed them aside in the past. Now it's time to readdress them. So, you know, or it could be a second chance in certain ways. I don't feel like necessarily this is something where a relationship strayed or fell apart. Now there's unfinished business and we have to, you know, come back together. And I don't feel that. I feel like there's a solid energy here within your relationship, and you get to redo things. You get to change things for the better. And it's requiring you to use your judgment where there may have been a lot of emotional frustration or emotional confusion in the past in regard to how to address certain things or how to communicate certain things or feel about certain things. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here. For Libra couples, show me the Six of Pentacles. So for the Six of Pentacles, guys, you have the Six of Wands here. So very positive energy. I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to cough. I like frogs in my throat or something. You have the Six of Wands. Okay, so this is about positivity. It's about things moving forward in a very positive way. If in finances, this may, for some of you, be, if you have like your own jobs, or not jobs, but your own businesses, this may be being able to be seen by the right people. This may be an increase in financial abundance. It could be an increase in clientele. People are coming towards you. People are seeing you for what you provide. Perhaps maybe where they weren't seeing that before. It's like you can tweak something in a way. And it might, I'm getting a lot of communication energy. Maybe it's the way that you market yourself. You know, that might be something in regard to how things change. But there's an increase in abundance. There's an increase in how you're seen, and it's a positive change. So that's what I have to say to that here. Even at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles coming out here. So new opportunities being presented to you in a very good way. Kind of coming out of the blue, it feels. Show me the Six of Swords here for Libra couples. you have the Five of Swords coming here. So that's not surprising. We go from this 5 to the 6, and it comes with communication. So again, like I said, if there were any hiccups or any issues or perhaps any, negative way that somebody was communicating or perhaps dominating a conversation, or again, this kind of like, I keep picking up reactionary type of behavior, that's coming to an end, or at least it's being addressed so we can move away from it. It's like we're actively trying to rectify and change that energy so we can have a better outcome with our partner. And I think that that's been an issue for a little bit for some of you, perhaps. Again, you have this Eight of Wands, which is all about communication. It's all about getting to the bottom of things, allowing things to open up so that you can experience something better, streamlining opportunities as well. So yeah, not bad. Show me the Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups, you have the Two of Pentacles here, with the Six of Pentacles coming out as well. So again, there is some element of money here in this reading, financial. Under there at the bottom of the deck, we also have the Knight of Coins, so money. Financial situations. For some of you, this may be with the Two of Pentacles, this may be a situation where you actively turn a creative project or a hobby into a business. That could be an opportunity. There may be a market for that, especially in regard to your friends, or perhaps there are friends that can help you move things forward. I think a lot of people are doing that too. It's like, since this whole world halting experience happened, I think a lot of people are starting to become more resourceful, and they're looking to themselves, they're looking to their friends, they're kind of becoming a little bit more self-sufficient. And I feel that that's the energy that's being presented here, Libra couples. I know this almost sounds like a personal thing versus a couple relationship thing, but I feel that it affects you and your partner in a positive way. Again, we have the opportunity to make more money, make new clients, be seen in a different light. For some of you, with that Judgment in the beginning of the reading, in the general reading, perhaps this is a situation where people are like, why would you do that? Like, why would you have like a paper crane business? Or like, why would you, I don't know, suddenly create a little like restaurant where you only sold like fried green tomatoes? Like, it's kind of quirky or weird or something out of the blue different. And it's, people kind of judge it, but in reality, people love it. Or you hit the target market, you hit the niche market. So it's beneficial for you. Perhaps you've thought of it for a long time and you walked away from it, but now's the opportunity to really seize upon this opportunity and take it, make it happen. Either way, it brings a lot of luck and positivity to you. I'm not seeing anything like waffling or back and forth on this Two of Pentacles. It feels actually quite good, and it feels that it connects you with the right type of people. It connects you with family members, friends. It feels like it's something that is necessary for a good cause, good benefit. I don't know. Some of you may also be giving to like charity, giving to, here it's like you have two energies here. So perhaps you take a cut and then you give a cut away. I know a lot of people do that. We're trying to sell this house right now, and my friend he's trying to sell his house, and the realtor that we're working with, she actually mentioned that today. She's like, oh, let me know which no-kill shelter you want me to make my 5% cut to. And we're like, what are you talking about? And so every time she sells a house, she gives 5% of her earnings to a no-kill shelter, which I thought was great. But that kind of energy is coming up in here with this. It's like two opportunities, balancing it out for the better. I think there's a lot of fairness and equality here as well. It's nice. And it's something that you can work towards, that it's very, very, it can be long lasting as well. It surprises you, it feels. Show me the World in reverse. So for the World in reverse, you have the Three of Swords coming out here. Now, I want to say with the Three of Swords, it's not a bad card. It's not everything falling apart, I know a lot of readers will say, oh, this means you're heartbroken and you're, all of the stuff and relationship's over. It's more along the lines of, this is time to communicate any sorrows, any frustrations, any upset energy. This is time to really address those things. Are we having issues with something? Are we at odds with something? Perhaps an opportunity with you and your partner, or a connection between you and a partner, some aspect of it perhaps got hurt and now needs to be readdressed. Here we have the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so something that we willingly carry. When I see that kind of energy, it tells me that perhaps maybe something was addressed between you and a partner, and we've addressed it, we've forgiven it, but still it kind of lingers in the background. Still we kind of harbor it on with us, you know, we don't quite let it go. This is an opportunity to let it go. This 3 being upright tells me that there's an opportunity to communicate about it. When the 3 of Swords is like this, it's talking about get the fuck out of there, let it go, let it die, bury it, it's done, because it's not healthy anymore to be around, okay? Give me one more for the World and the 3 of Cups. There's 3 of Swords. So you have the Devil here, and you have the 4 of Pentacles. So, and Judgment again. So Judgment is the next card. You have it right here. So it's just leading into the next progression. So this may be communication styles. Again, this is kind of what I'm picking up on. Communication styles, the way that we treat a partner. Perhaps this also may be, okay, so I'm getting Judgment again, but it's from that first section over here with the first initial general reading. For some of you, I want to say this, some of you may be being judged by a partner, or like they don't understand something about like your sexuality or your decisions, or like why you like a certain thing. Perhaps they feel like it's kinky, perhaps they feel it's too weird, perhaps it's out of their comfort zone. There's a harsh judgment that feels like it's coming here. That's for some of you. That's not all of you. That's for a very slim few of you, actually. But it feels like something like BDSM or something like that is being presented here. You know, and they've held on to that. It's like they said that they've forgotten it, but they held on to it. And if it's not something of that nature, it's like somebody holding on to something in kind of a judgmental, grudgy way, whatever it may be. And it's like they've still applied it. And so now we have the opportunity to change it. Because that feels like an obstacle here. Show me the World in reverse. Why all these heavy cards for this energy? Hang on, I need more. Show me the World in reverse. Okay, thank you. So you have on the fence. Someone is unable to make a decision. I feel like something else popped over. Something else popped over. Your self-worth, sometimes someone's self-esteem is being affected. Well, definitely if somebody's judging you, on the fence can definitely talk about somebody who is, like I said, something is not gelling with them. They don't like something, they don't appreciate something, and they judge it. They're on the fence about accepting that. And I feel here that this kind of connection or this situation is going to require that person to be more so able to accept. Here, because whomever is being judged, it feels like it's affecting their self-worth. It feels like it's affecting their personal sense of self, you know, and that's not good. Love your partner, you know, try not to judge them too harshly. And if you're not willing to try something that you feel is weird, try it if you can. If you don't want to, don't, you know, if it's that much of an issue, don't do it. But like maybe it's not that bad. I saw this stupid meme the other day where it's this girl in the sky and she's looking at him and she says, "Can't we just try it?" And he says, "No." And she says, "But that's where your G-spot is." So, I don't know, you guys. Do it in the butt. All right, Judgment here. We have the Hierophant. So this is basically the connection itself. Judging the energy of the connection. It's a solid connection, I feel, you guys. I feel just there's an element of a judgmental element here. I'm not going to lie. That's like kind of persistent throughout this reading and the last reading. With the Hierophant, though, this I'm feeling like whatever this is, whether it's sexual or not, you know, there may be an opportunity to potentially like talk it out with a therapist, go to some therapy, figure that out. This can also talk about larger corporations, organizations that, you know, big money making type things, situations. I'm not picking up that in a big way. You know, I feel it's more commitment related, honestly. Why is this such a big issue? Why is this such a big issue? Like I'm missing something here. Like I feel like I'm missing something, because it's like what I'm being shown is that it's okay, but then it's not really okay. But it's okay, but no, it's not really okay. I'll say it's okay, but it's not okay. So it's almost like I'm second guessing myself all the time. I'm going to use this Osho Zen deck. I'm not going to use it as a tarot deck. I'm going to use it for its word meanings. Show me Judgment and the Hierophant here. Come on. Show me Judgment and the Hierophant. So you have exhaustion here, Libra couples, exhaustion. Bottom of the deck, schizophrenia. So for some of you, I don't know, with that general reading, I don't know if there's mental illness or mental dis-ease that's going on. I didn't want to say that, but maybe there is some element of that. Perhaps that's there. Something here, though, there's an exhausting element within the relationship, and I feel kind of what I just mentioned here. It's like you judge me and then you don't, and then you judge me and you say it's okay and then you don't, and it's kind of like this back and forth, and that's not okay. That's not healthy. Give me one more over here for exhaustion. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So if you can allow this to go, if you can let it go and truly let it go, it almost gives you an opportunity for something really solid to be born upon that, to move forward here. For some of you that need to be dealing with therapists or anything of that nature, this is shelling over money, okay? Show me one for Libra couples. Come on. You got flirt. Okay. And then stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. It will bring you peace in your romantic relationship as well. Perhaps flirting is something that needs to happen between the two of you. And even if it's not flirting, extend your lighthearted energy to others, to your partner. I feel like something's been really heavy here in regard to judgment and how we are being seen by our partner. It feels kind of emotionally draining, to be honest. So that's what I have for you guys. If you guys can figure that out, please do. You know, it will help me partner feel better about themselves. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into a singles reading. All right, so Libra singles. Let's see which deck is the one. Oh, this one. Libra singles. Show me energy for Libra singles this time around, okay? Libra singles. So Libra singles, we have the King of Swords popping out in reverse here, okay? So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some more cards here before we get on with it. The King of Cups. Jesus, you have the King of Pentacles. So 3 kings. So some of you, if you're online dating, some of you have opportunities. Lots of them. Show me more for Libra singles. You have the Lovers, obviously. Show me one more for Libra singles. 2 cards coming out here. So you have Judgment in reverse coming out, and you have the World. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Sun. All right, so let's pop that puppy there. So interesting energy. So it sounds like you guys have a lot of opportunities, and you know, for some of you, if you're interested in dating, go out and check out online. Like, it seems to be popping right now, you know. The one thing I'm seeing here, though, is the King of Swords. I don't know if that is you guys, you know, being really harsh here. Again, every single read within this Libran reading today has had judgment in it, okay? The last one, I think, had judgment twice in it. But it's there's a harsh judgment here, or like perhaps if this is your energy and this is not another person, if this is your energy, Libra, it's almost too precision-like. It's almost too cutting. It's too what's the word? Expectations, you know. It's almost like too much of that, and I feel it doesn't work in your favor when you're like that, because you're kind of presented here with some really nice options. I mean, you have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have Gemini here. You have a lot of energy being presented here. Sag, you know, Leo. Yeah, there's a lot being presented here that is for your benefit if you choose to take it, but I feel like some of you are stuck in this kind of harsh judgment. It's interesting because the King of Swords in reverse is very, very judgmental, as well as judgment in reverse. It can be being very judgmental, hyper judgmental. It can also talk about not using your best judgment when it comes to the situations you're in, or when it comes to how you view others. And that can be a problem for you. You know, it can be a problem for you if you are remaining in that way, just because it doesn't allow good things into your life. And I feel like, I'll be honest, like for some of you, this is really lucky. Like, not everybody gets all of this energy here. So something here needs to give here. Open yourself up to the potential for good things to happen for you guys, okay? So I want you to show me the King of Swords here in reverse. Yeah, man, you have the Two of Cups. This is what I'm talking about. You're being, and the Six of Wands underneath at the bottom of the deck. You're being presented here, Libra singles, with opportunities that could be very, very good for you. Now, I do want to say here, for some of you that have been in previous relationships, or you're still getting out of a relationship, some of you may be feeling like other people will not stack up to that person if it was a good relationship and it didn't work out the way you wanted it. You know, it feels like some of you may be feeling like things are not going to stack up, or that new person is not going to stack up to how the old one did. You need to get rid of that mindset. For some of you, this also can talk about you're standing in your own damn way when it comes to the type of relationships that you want, because you're being really cold, you're being distant, you're being you're ghosting people, you're ignoring things, like you're missing the signs or you're willfully ignoring people and signs. It's not a good look. The Two of Cups is about love, it's about connection, and here it almost feels like you have the opportunity to really seize that. It's being presented in a very strong way. Show me the King of Cups here for Libra. You have 3 cards coming out here. So for the King of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So with this person, if this is a candidate, you have an opportunity for a lot of communication, which I feel would be really nice for you, especially with that Knight of Swords. This person is able to be very loving, be very devoted, but also being very communicative. There may also be a very sexual energy there with the Queen of Wands being presented in this Ace of Wands as well. So it's like emotional potential, satisfaction, and also like a hot person, hot sex, hot energy, fiery energy between the two of you, and you can communicate. That sounds pretty damn good. Bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Pentacles here for that energy. So it's like this potentially has the opportunity to go the distance. This could be something that could go the distance. I'm just concerned why we're in reverse over here. I'll pull another card for that in a minute. Actually, give me happening right now. Show me why we're in reverse. Why is the King of Swords in reverse here for Libra singles? Hang on, it's in this deck now. Two of Pentacles. So you guys may have too many options with the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and you guys may be stuck in your options or stuck in your feelings about something. I feel here, you guys, I feel that there's some sort of connection possibly from the past, or like you're holding on to some sort of ideal that you need to let go to allow new things in. Okay, that might not be for everybody, but it feels like I have to say that here. You're being presented with a lot. Some of you, this may just literally be you're not being able to think correctly, and so you're overly judging situations because you have too many options. What a issue that is, having too many options in love. You know, for some of you, this may not be happening at all, but, you know, for those of you who are open to dating and meeting people, be conscious of that. Also, I do want to say, some of you, if you're doing it if you're like going out and meeting people under the guise of kind of like just casual sex, Knight of Wands energy, kind of just like doing your thing, having a bang, you know, whatever, be conscious that that may affect you in a negative way because it doesn't allow you to actually experience a relationship in totality. And when you do come across a relationship that might be really good for you, you might not be able to recognize it for what it is. And so you just treat it as if it's some sort of like fling when it really should be tended to and cared for. Show me the King of Pentacles here. So for the King of Pentacles, you have the World. It flipped out like this for me in my hand, but I'm going to put it this way. The World, I'm going to put it this way. So the World in reverse can talk about situations that are undone. They're not completed yet. We are not finished with something here, or there's something that needs to be said or addressed. Perhaps this is a person from your past. We do have the Knight of Wands here. So maybe this is a connection that you had in your past with an earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Perhaps there is some sort of sexual energy that's still being presented here. You know, if we're to look at this would be past energy, or if I'm going to break it down like that, past energy, present, and then future. You know, so maybe this is the crux of it all. Perhaps there's somebody that's in your life that is an option now, but they used to be somebody that you were with before. Are you holding on to loving feelings for this person? Perhaps they are the person that treated this situation more like a fling, and you really had feelings, and so you're up in your feelings about them and re-engaging here. It is right next to the Lovers. Show me the Lovers here for Libra. So you have the Eight of Swords here. It flipped out this way. The Eight of Swords is, it's about being in your head. It's about creating a lot of storylines in your head, not knowing what to trust, not knowing what to believe. You know, it's making mountains out of molehills, sometimes being hyper vigilant when it comes to how we perceive a person. Here in reverse, you know, it's helpful to look at it that way because we're at least allowing that mindset to drain off, you know. I do want to look at this card, though. If you look, they're wearing the skin of an ass, and the ass's eyes are sewn shut. So the vision or the view or the perception of what has happened in the past perhaps is not accurate. Perhaps thinking that way is more of an asinine decision. I'm just saying that out there. But either way, whatever this is, it feels like you are open to something. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So it's like there may be a necessity for communication here. And the problem with the Two of Swords, not problem, but it wants to talk. It needs to talk. It needs to open up here. And I feel this energy, we're able to do that. Give me one more here. Okay, so you have two cards coming out. 3 cards. So you have the Page of Coins here. You have the Moon. And you have the 10 of Coins. The 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So some element here that perhaps you didn't know about in the past has been revealed to you. Something about feelings, something about perhaps the way that they treated a situation. you know, it may have been a situation where you might have had a fling with somebody who was married. You know, that could have been a situation as well. Either way, there's an element here that needs to be spoken about. It requires communication because it's kind of an important layer of information that you need to receive before you choose to make some grand gesture or movement forward. With the moon here, though, give me one for the moon. Give me one for the moon. Does this remain secret or is this shared? Yeah, so it's shared. Okay, so they communicate with you about what's going on here with the Page of Cups. There's new opportunities here with that. There's an apology here. It can feel that there's an apology, or at least if you don't want to venture into something because it hurts too much, there is the opportunity to express the desire for friendship if you choose to go that route. Okay? Show me Judgment in reverse. You have the Three of Cups coming out for Judgment in reverse. And again, we have this Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So the energy is being presented that there's a relationship or a connection here. I feel it's with this that is either not being seen in its fullness, not being allowed to be expressed in a good way. It may have to deal with third-party situations, but it also can deal with a disintegration of a friendship or a dissolve of how you once envisioned a relationship and how it kind of went sour quickly. And there may be this like silence happening for you guys. So it's just, it's time to open up about something here, especially if you're very hurt by this person. May have like ruined a group of friends or something, or like some sort of connection with friends may have been affected by this as well. Show me the World. You have the Hangman coming out in reverse, Piscean energy. The Hangman here with the World, it's almost as if you guys have the opportunity to really allow things to change, to shift, to end. You get clarity here. There's a Star, which I love here because it's also talking about the opportunity to heal from a situation. I love this. You have the World, the Hangman, the Star, and the Sun all here. So whatever this experience was for you was definitely necessary. There was a lot of tension, a lot of pain, a lot of frustration that went into this, but also a pretty significant amount of growth. You may be keeping yourself distance from a person, you know, but I think it's important for you guys to communicate and heal something if you choose to. You don't have to. This could, again, be choosing to become friends. It could be choosing to completely let it go. Either way, I feel that there are other options here being presented to you, Libra, and you must make the best of it. Ultimately, what is the energy here for Libra singles? So you have healing family issues. Is there anything else for Libra singles? Hang on, they're falling. Okay, so you have attraction and trust. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yeah, I feel like being able to trust a situation is important here. Most definitely. And I feel like you have opportunities to really exercise the attraction if you choose to, if you know what I mean. So do it safe though. Okay. I feel that things are positive. I feel that there's some work to be done on a personal level, you know, and also on a relationship level with somebody possibly from the past. But still, even with that, you can rectify it, you can help heal it. And even with that, there's still other options. So I don't know. This may be somebody from your past as well, but I don't know, like the King of Cups here with this energy, it could be nice. It could be nice, you know, as long as there's not another person here. Is this, why is the Queen of Wands here for the King of Cups? Why is the Queen of Wands here for the King of Cups? So you have the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords here. So this may be somebody that this person has dealt with, but they're on a new path. They're in a new way. It feels like they've left that energy and they have opportunities coming out to new experiences potentially with you. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this is helpful. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you want to. If you want to donate to my channel, that's awesome. I am not working anywhere else, so any money that you want to push my way, I greatly accept, and I appreciate it. So thank you so much for giving me your time and your ear, and I hope things are good. Take care, Libra. Bye bye.